I'm a fat pig.
What did you just call me?
I'm starving.
I am so full.
I'm gonna vomit.
I can't fit.
I'm nauseous.
What are you going to order?
Can I get a side of mayo?
I'm sweating.
Do you hear my breathing?
I cannot stop eating chips.
This is not an extra large.
Do I look fat?
Welcome to Fat Pig. I'm Frank Liotti.
And I'm... Jessica Curson.
I'm Maya Angelou, and I have a problem with the words you choose, Miss Kirsten.
Kirsten. By the way, for everyone listening, my last name is Curson, but I know most people call me Kirsten.
They all
my
do.
last name is Curson.
I wonder why.
Because I don't know, it's the I.
It's the I.
But someone goes, you should change it to Kurson. I'm like,
Curson?
what do you mean change
Why?
it? Like now all of a sudden I'm going to change my last name?
You should change it to Joseph Johnston.
That's my grandfather's name.
Joseph Johnston?
No, just Joseph.
Oh.
Johnston. Can you
should
imagine?
change it to Franz Liszt,
Who's that?
a composer.
I don't know who anyone is.
He was like the slut. I feel like
the slut.
of like composers, he was like the male slut. Like all the women loved him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was he hot?
I mean, I don't know. It was, I think, the 16.
Did he have a bun?
17, 8, a bun.
Did he have one of those buns in his hair?
No, he had one of those buns filled with custard with chocolate on top of it. My father used to call them buns, donuts. He's like, I'm going to go to the bakery and pick up buns.
Really? I've never heard that.
Buns.
I think he meant his girlfriend. Could you imagine?
Buns. Buns Malloy.
I'm going to go to the bakery and fuck buns. Tell mommy I'll be right back. Hope she tastes like cinnamon today.
This is Buns Malloy. Everybody knows Buns. Come on, Bunsy. Have a drink. Come on, just one. Bunsy.
Are you congested?
No.
You've been sniffled 7 times since we
Don't
started.
worry about it.
I'm just asking what's
Do
happening.
you usually wear the headset?
No,
We
not
don't-
anymore.
We don't.
I can't screw up my hair. I have a show right after this. You can wear it.
No, because I feel like it's making me feel weird.
Wait, are you congested? Can
Like
you just
my head
answer
is
me?
booming. I have a permanent problem.
That same thing?
The thing is, like, I woke up today. Yes, I woke up congested, but then I don't know what it is. It's like for the listeners who are just tuning in, it's like an allergy that never goes away. It's just constant surgeries and rinsing and potions and things, and it just stays the same. It just doesn't go away ever.
Do you have allergy? Like, is it allergy season? I think it is coming up on allergy
I have
season.
problems. I've always had problems with allergies more in the fall.
Oh.
People do in spring usually.
No, I get them bad in the spring.
Oh my God, I get them in the fall.
Yeah.
Like I have a cold all fall, autumn.
Yeah, you always do.
In the fall.
Yeah.
The winter, I'm fine. I get a flu shot. I believe in it. Roseanne is a Trump supporter.
Is she?
That's a hot topic now.
No,
yeah.
she is on her show, but I don't know.
No, she is in real life too.
Yeah.
Like people don't want to support it, but they argue on the show. I did not watch the premiere.
I didn't
last
either.
night. I've heard it was good, but they argue on the show about it. Like Jackie, Laurie Metcalf,
Right.
It argues with her supposedly, like, how can you be a Trump supporter? Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I think that's an interesting back and forth because it's happening in so many families.
Well, I think Roseanne has lost her fucking mind. That's what I think.
You're not
So-
the only person that said that. I
Yeah.
saw that on social media today.
I mean,
a
not
lot.
just because of that, just because
Right.
of everything she
Right.
says, and she's just, I don't know, she seems out of her mind.
Right.
And not in a good way. I like people who are nutty. I'm crazy, but it's too much.
nutty.
Yeah, I love that word.
Where do people come? You know, a lot of them came from Shakespeare.
I've been eating peanut butter out of the jar with
I
a
do that.
spoon, but it doesn't have sugar. It's
I-
natural, so I tell myself it's okay.
Do you stir the oil in? Do you ever pour that oil out?
I
that
poured
stupid
some out, but then I've been just eating it. It's crazy.
See, I tell myself it's okay with like the low-fat Jif.
Right. Of course.
Or Skippy.
Yeah. But this is natural, no
Natural.
sugar, just
Natural Jif.
peanut, just peanut. No, it's not Jif. It's like a
I know, it's one of the real
earthy
ones.
kind. And it's just peanuts and salt.
Georgia woman.
But you can't just eat it with a spoon. It's
no, you have to
fucking
eat
crazy.
it with like one of those Hershey miniatures.
That's so good, Frank.
It's really
Because
rough.
it's salty. That
Wait,
one is
what's-
salty.
What's salty?
The one I have, the one that I got. Is,
So it's like salted chocolate?
yeah. Well, meaning like if I ate it with a chocolate kiss, that would be unbelievable. Hold on, I'll be right back. Could you imagine if I left right now and ran to the store?
Can you imagine taking 2 chocolate kisses,
Yes.
dunking them in peanut butter, and then
Yes.
putting one on either side of your
You
shirt
always
like
say
nipples?
that. You have an obsession with putting things in your nipples.
Like you stick them on the outside of the shirt.
no,
like
I wouldn't do
fashion.
that. I just want to eat them.
You can eat them later when you get home in front of no one. You put peanut butter on the chocolate kiss, then you stick them on the outside of the T-shirt for like high couture.
It wouldn't stick. It's the peanut butter is very creamy. I would grab my own tit and just start gnawing on it.
You go at it too fast, so you break the skin.
I'm not going to say who, but I was at the Comedy Cellar last night, and a big comic, like a famous guy, said, "Hey, tits," and I'm like, this just
To who?
never ends to me.
Mouth who it is.
No.
I won't say it out loud.
I'll
Just
tell you
mouth it.
later.
Don't tell me now. Just
no,
mouth who it
I'll
is.
tell you later. I'm
Hey,
not
tits.
Yeah, hey tits, and I'm like, like it was not someone I'm close with, so it was very weird
But
to me.
someone big.
Yeah.
Hey, tits.
Yeah. Can you imagine if I'm like, hey, cock, what's up? Like, it's just the weirdest thing to say to someone.
Was it Merv Griffin? I've heard that Merv Griffin is very flirtatious.
It was B. Arthur.
I like Merv Griffin. Beatrice Arthur has some attitude, and I don't appreciate it. She's not nice to Betty White, and I don't understand it. Betty
She's
White's-
been dead for years.
Oh. Betty White, yeah, but she's still living.
No,
sort of.
Betty White is living. B. Arthur's been dead for years.
Betty White. Why is she still alive? I'm going to get
Because
hate mail.
she's happy.
No.
Yes, it is. She's a positive, happy person. She'll never die. That's why I'm going to die soon.
She's in her early hundreds.
I love that you have no reaction to what I just
I'm
said.
about to say the reaction.
Okay.
I'm about to say the reaction.
What is it?
What's the matter? You're not feeling like fooling around today?
No.
You're not feeling like fooling around today?
I am, but I can't do it like the whole time.
Okay. The reaction is we haven't done it yet.
Done what?
Fooled around.
Are you kidding me?
That sounds sexual.
No offense. I love you. You're
You know how
gorgeous,
they have
but-
like joint weddings?
Yeah.
Like my cousins Louis and whatever the other one's name was. Louis married Linda, and the other one, Linda's sister Diane. They had a double wedding.
They did?
Yeah, Diane
I've
and
never
the-
been to a double
It
wedding.
was once when I was a kid. Diane and the other one got divorced. Half of them made it. Just like
I
this.
love that they had a double
We
wedding.
should have a double funeral.
We have to die at the exact. I have to be buried within 2 days because I'm a Jew.
I'll make sure that I make it.
You have to die. You have to be buried within 2 days,
I'll
though.
probably go first. Like, in
Yeah.
other words, I'll hope to do it, and then, like, I'm really good at manifesting negative things.
Okay, perfect.
Almost like Harry, like telekinesis.
Right.
Like when it comes to negative shit, I can manifest it.
Yeah.
Like, if we want this building raised, R-A-Z-E-D, not raised, like flattened, I can
Yeah.
do it by Thursday.
Really?
Yeah. I manifest shit.
Oh, that's good.
Not good stuff. It has to be negative.
Right. So, what's something you would manifest right now if you could?
Oh, God, getting signed to ICM and booking like a movie deal or a book deal. But I can't. I manifest bad things.
Right. So, just manifest that you'll never make it and nothing's going to ever happen.
You'll never make it. Here's the thing. This is interesting because I write down topics.
Yes.
And this one has been in my phone for weeks. We've never gotten to it.
What is it?
Like, what do you think about this is a very common thing, and it's not just like show business people. I think it's not most people. Like, a lot of people spend their lives not knowing what they want to do, and then they never get to it. Mm-hmm. Like, my sister was kind of like that. My friend Ellen was like that. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want to do. I wish I had done this, shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Right.
But then there's the other percentage. What do you do when you have a plan, a life plan for years, and it doesn't manifest? What do we do?
Oh, I've
with
had that. I have it in my life.
That's why it's
no,
in my
not about my career.
That's why it's in my phone. Right. It doesn't have to be about
Because
career.
that's what life is. We always think life is exactly what we think it's going to be, and it's that quote. Like, I forgot the quote, but it's
I
make,
know
make
the quote,
plans,
and God's plan
make
for
plan,
you.
Make plans, and God laughs, or something. Like, it's like you never know what's going to happen, and you can plan it out. Like when I was in a relationship years ago, and I thought I was going to be with that person forever,
Right, like my sister
and have
and
children,
ours.
and all
Right.
of that. I mean, it changes.
Right.
It's it always does. But I think when it comes to, but that's different because a relationship just may not work, just can't work with two people coming, with all their baggage and all that stuff. But I think if it comes to like a career or something you really want to do, if it's not working one way, you have to do it a different way. I've always said that to you. Like the way I'm doing it might not be working, so I have to switch stuff around, whether it's my comedy, my material, my look, who I'm working with, the shows I'm doing, whatever it is.
Right.
Because that definition of insanity of doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. That's how I look at it.
Right. I wonder, it's hard to like articulate what I'm trying to say. I wonder if not everyone, like in other words, if we show up every day with an open mind and an open heart, try and be a good person, even if someone is running into you, say, excuse me, or I'm sorry, like I'm trying to live in that so that I stay sweeter.
So hard.
I want to be like who I was years ago, that aspect.
Right.
Like I miss being sweet.
Right.
Like
And
when I said on the
loving
show a week
and
or two
patient.
ago, that woman said I was expecting you to be a gentleman even though she was rabbit. Like she'd been bitten by a raccoon that was foaming. She was an animal. I wish that I had stayed sweet and made a bigger choice. So I'm trying to put that into practice so that I feel better.
Yeah.
As opposed to saying, excuse me, or you're welcome.
I know.
I don't want to do that. It poisons my spirit.
I agree totally. I have the exact same issue.
right?
And you know that.
I know. That's why we're so close.
Yeah.
But because we also have so much of the positive in common, it's a vibrant emotional life. But my point is when we show up like that every day and try and be a good person and try things maybe a different way, I wonder if just being content in the moment is really all we have. I really
because
do.
you don't know what's going to happen in the future. We may not be here. I mean, it's
well,
crazy.
that's a thought that I haven't had since the 80s, but I have had recently, that we may not be here.
Oh, well, I'm not kidding. Every time I go on Facebook, I see more and more people who are younger, like in their 40s and 50s and stuff like that, that are, sick and this and that. It's so crazy.
Oh,
I feel like
that.
it's more and more and more.
See, I was thinking about like North Korea and Trump and China and nukes and Russia and Putin. Like I remember, do you remember that?
That's another thing,
stuff?
but I worry more now. I get it totally. I feel the same way, but I worry more now about health stuff. Like I finally went to the gym yesterday.
Yeah. How did
I
it
gave
feel?
up. It felt great. I mean, I was exhausted. But I
Did you do squats?
no. Can you imagine?
Back
Yeah,
and
I wasn't
biceps.
exercising. I did a squat in the corner because I had a shit. No, but I did the treadmill and I felt great and it helped me relax. It really did. But it was torture getting there. It's been torture the past couple times I've gone.
It's on this first floor?
Yeah, it's down the hall and down the elevator, but it's not that. It's the
I
thought.
know, I'm kidding.
No,
mine's on the corner of my house.
It's mine's inside of my
Right.
building,
Right.
but it's more like a dreading being on it for a long
Sure.
time. I get so fucking
Sure.
bored, even if I'm
Do you
listening to
cover
music.
it with a
and-
towel?
No, I
Cover
have
the
to.
timer with a towel.
I can. I have to look.
I couldn't do it without that.
Yeah, I can.
In fact, that was in 2012. I couldn't, cannot do the treadmill without covering it, and I'll alternate between television and music.
Yeah, I get it. And then I went away and ate some shit, like a lot of like every day Tabasco Tostitos and all this other stuff. And then I weighed myself and I was like 2 pounds heavier. And I'm like, oh boy, I better get it now. I better deal with this now because it's going to get out of control.
Good
and
for
I
you.
did.
Good for you.
And now I'm back to where I was and I'm eating a lot better. I can't eat like that because I feel horrible physically and emotionally. It's not even about weight for me. It's not.
I know.
I just feel
I'm
like
making
shit.
a face. Like a year ago at this time, we're in March, I had been back on a good diet for like a month and a half, and I was losing weight, and I felt so good. I remember the way I talked into this microphone. I remember saying, just start, just start, just start.
Yeah, you were really.
I was on
doing
top
well.
of it. It looks, your Poland Spring bottle looks like it has a urine sample
I know
in it.
you always say that.
Well, you see it at the side of the highway, it looks like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's the only way I can drink water because I put some Diet Snapple in it.
I'm sorry. Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Diet Snapple?
Yeah. I put a little bit of Diet Snapple and mostly water. It just gives it a little bit of taste.
I want to go back to what we were saying, though. It feels so good when you're like in that zone and you're like, oh, 2 pounds, I better take care of things. I better catch it. I love that. And I was thinking of it today. I slept a full 8 hours. And again, I felt like I was coming out of anesthesia, like I had something surgeryed. It was really like a fog.
Well, it's probably, I mean, did you eat
it's
carbs?
Diet. It's crap. It's diet. I remember getting up in the middle of the night. The dog does this new thing now in the middle of the night. He'll like
So
attack
cute.
me to wake me up, and he'll dart his tongue into my mouth like a French kiss. It's the
Oh my
most
God, that's
disgusting-
hilarious. Tell everyone what kind of dog you have.
It's a Chihuahua.
He's so cute.
He's what they call Merle.
His name is Jessica.
His name is Oprah.
Wait a minute. It's Eddie. His name is Eddie. He flicks his tongue in my mouth, which is the most disgusting.
Maybe because there's chips and food around in there. Can you imagine? You still have
No,
like
there's Mighty Dog in there.
no, you have
Kennel
some,
ration.
you have some of you have chocolate all over your mouth. That's
Alpo.
why.
Well, that is probably no. It's because he knows that that's the last straw, and that will make me wake up to let him in the backyard and give him a treat.
Aw, so you give him a treat every time he does something you don't like. Did you realize that?
Well, no. When he comes in from the outside, he gets a treat.
He's really cute,
Can you
Eddie.
imagine we had a pet podcast? He's so cute. He's a listen. Chihuahuas are the second most destroyed dog. Never get a new Chihuahua. Rescue behind pit bulls. People breed them and then get rid of them because they
Why
don't.
Chihuahuas, I wonder?
Because they're so cute. People think it's going to be easy. It's a responsibility owning a dog.
Right, and they bark like crazy. I
They
had
can.
one.
They can. Not all
Mine
of them.
did. Oh my God.
Mine does when there's workmen in the hallway or
Right.
when he sees me naked. He'll start barking like crazy. Enraged.
That's so
Because he's
funny.
upset.
Because he's being damaged.
Remember, tell the listeners
The
about
listeners.
tell our listeners about the time Isabella saw you in the shower when she came in when you were in the shower.
Oh, well, the first time my daughter saw me naked, she looked traumatized. But a lot of people understand that.
I
She was
know
very
that.
confused. She looked me up and down, and then she started crying, and I already feel horrible. It made me feel so bad, and I kicked her. I just kicked her across the room, and I don't think she'll ever do it again. I don't think she'll ever look at me again. Which is great because I have intimacy issues. It's just better to keep her at a
It's
distance.
better to avert the eyes.
Yeah.
When she's old enough to write, you'll have her sign a rider that you can't make eye contact.
Yeah. Don't hug
Unless
mama.
you do it first.
Yeah. I'm all over her. I'm like, I'm
I know
so,
that. I just wanted you to do that joke for them.
I'm so affectionate.
That's
It's
why I
ridiculous.
kicked her.
She's like, she gets so annoyed because I'm like, not annoyed, but I'm always kissing and hugging her.
Do you remember that getting annoyed?
I need to find love somewhere. Hello?
I was going to say, do you remember that as a kid getting annoyed with affection? And I knew that you would probably say, no, I don't remember because it never happened to me. But
No,
I'm
no, I
sure
did with certain
your
people.
grandmothers.
Yeah, of course, those old people with the wet. Yeah, they
The wet
look
tongue.
at the punum. They
The wet
squeeze.
tongue.
You know, punum means face. Like they would squeeze my face
Yeah.
and lick me and finger me. It
Make
was a
me
lot
come.
when my
Right.
Aunt Rosie would finger me. I just felt very
I had an Aunt
uncomfortable.
Rosie.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't with women at that point.
That was
so.
always the top. She never fingered me.
I think it was Aunt Rosie's fault why I'm with women now.
Why? What was she like?
She would just finger me like every holiday, even, Yom Kippur. I would be starving and she would just finger me under the table. And I just felt really
Your
uncomfortable.
defenses were down.
Yeah.
I could blame my father, but he was at least really generous. Like, he never tucked me in without making me come before he went back to bed. So how can you blame when someone is that giving?
The question is, how did he make you come, Daddy?
Well, I mean-
what did he do?
We were really verse. My
Right.
father and I were verse. This is so disgusting.
You mean like you would switch off
We were verse.
top,
We would
bottom?
totally switch roles. It's like we were verse. Sometimes, like, I don't believe in being a man and, like, not being versatile about it. Like, sometimes he was the top and sometimes I was the top. Sometimes he would bottom and sometimes I would bottom.
Yeah. Well, Aunt
Isn't
Rosie.
that a kind of a gross word? Wait. I never knew you had an Aunt Rosie. I
yeah,
had one too.
I loved her. She was my favorite because of how she fingered me. Because, all the other aunts never knew what to do. But eventually, Aunt Rosie would use her fist. And, you know, by the time I was 13, she could fit her whole fist in.
Who?
And that she used to give me a Hanukkah card, but I was like, just fist me. Fuck the card. I don't even want the $25. I just want your fist, Rosie.
Treat me like Kermit.
Yeah. Rosie, my Aunt Rosie was
Wait,
one of
do
my
you get
favorite
that?
relatives. No.
Treat me like Kermit because he was a puppet. Like the whole hand is inside.
Oh,
of him.
right.
Wait a second.
Right. She would go all the way through me up to my mouth and put her hand in my mouth, and then I would do the prayers.
Like if you had something stuck in your throat, she would go all the way up inside through you and then kick the carrot out from like the inside.
Right, right. If I had a wishbone or some kind of piece of chicken, she would go all the way through my ass, through my butt. I'd push the wishbone.
Whose sister was Aunt Rosie?
Aunt Rosie was my
I'm gonna vomit.
grandmother's sister.
Who, Fran or B?
Fran.
Fran was a little stern, right? My father's mother was too. Isn't that interesting?
Fran was very like wore black and white, looked perfect all the time,
Is she the
except
one that
at
worked
the
at
end.
B. Altman, or
Then
no?
she looked like a fucking chicken blew up all over her shirt. She would have food all. It was weird to see her go
You mean
so
she got old?
downhill. Yeah, yeah. She'd be like, "Are we ready to go to the diner?" And it would look like a drone went into her with a dead mule on it. It was really a lot. But she thought she looked great. And then she would have black tears of makeup on her face. I'm allowed to say this because she was very
She's dead.
difficult. No, I loved her. She's my grandmother. But she would be the one that would just look up in a restaurant and be like, "That baby's horrible looking. It's ugly." Like she was mean. One time my father called me. He's like, "I need you to go to her apartment. I haven't heard from her in 2 days." So I had to take a cab over there, and I was picturing
Death.
her just to be laying there. And she was like at Nordstrom or something.
Didn't she work at one of them?
She worked at, I think.
The Altman or?
No,
Wait, the Altman's
Bergdorf. Bergdorf Goodman. Is that what it's called?
I worked at I worked at Macy's when I was a kid. There were white flowers, like the managers wore little
Oh,
white
God,
flowers.
I remember
It
that.
was like, I need a pen. I think there was something with like some of them had a pen.
I worked at Lord & Taylor.
You did?
Oh.
What department?
When I worked at Lord & Taylor after high school, and you're going to totally understand this, I felt like I took 17 Ambien. Like after a long day. It was always hot in there.
The air is so dry.
Oh my God, Frank.
That's
and I would,
so funny.
And I would just full clothes, and people would be like, "Do you know where the hosiery department is?" And I was like, all I want is a joint and like a vibrator. Can you get the fuck away from me?
Do you remember how break was like the highlight of your life?
Oh, it was like 10 minutes.
Did you go to lunch?
I went outside and breathed a fresh air in. I couldn't even breathe.
I went to the fountain in the mall and had a cigarette.
Yeah,
Just
the
make
fountain in
just
the
make
mall.
sure you have gum. I worked at Men's Fragrance. And there was always the same huge fat black guy. You got Fahrenheit. You got Fahrenheit. And when he would take the tester of Fahrenheit and he would go. Then it would run out.
He would use the whole
The
bottle.
whole fucking bottle of Fahrenheit. You got Fahrenheit.
Yo, it's Father's Day. I want to get my husband Fahrenheit.
I remember.
You got 2 for 1.
Watch what you say with words. Do you have Fahrenheit?
Maya Angelou
What's
goes,
Fahrenheit? It seems the temperature seems fine in here. I don't
Oh
want
my
Fahrenheit,
God.
but I would love Celsius. Do you still have that in your?
Was it Short Hills Mall?
Yeah. Oh no, Lord & Taylor was on its own in Short Hills, New Jersey. It was like its own.
Is that where you
building.
worked, though?
Yeah, it was horrible.
I worked at
Horrible.
Walt Whitman Mall.
I really felt like I was on drugs. Do you know how tired?
Yeah.
You know, after high school, when you've had the whole
Yeah.
day and you're just in this department store, I would take
Remember
me
those
everything to
little
keep my eyes
4-hour
open.
Those little 4-hour shifts. I remember that.
Yeah, I would make like $11
Mm-hmm.
and be miserable.
And the way, like, to get hired there, it was like taking the SAT. I remember you had to take tests.
I remember
That asked
that
about,
too.
like, your personality. Like, if everyone was drowning on a boat, would you throw everyone life jackets?
I remember that.
Would you try and swim?
Or would you fold?
Or would you put your face in your hands and sit in the corner and crumble and cry? Check.
Would you?
Okay, wait, I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask me for real, I'll tell you what I
the
would.
department store is on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Would you calmly direct people towards the nearest exit?
Mm-hmm.
Would you designate tasks and look for a fire extinguisher?
Mm-hmm.
Would you call 911? Or would you knock everyone out of the way, including the old lady at Clinique, so you could get out first, giving her a concussion?
I would throw every baby against the wall and run for my life.
I'd take a bottle of Chanel on the way out.
I would rob the place and kill everyone.
I'm laughing too much. It's taking up too much time.
No, it's great. People love listening to laughter.
My beloved.
Yo, what am I going to do to put out this fire? Where the Fahrenheit?
I'm going to have to ask you to leave my home.
I just watched the thing on Maya Angelou.
Yeah, I know. You keep going into Maya.
Because I watched the thing on her last night. It was so... And Maya got fan mail, by the way. She was protective of gay people. I didn't know that.
Wait, who did Maya get fan mail from?
From the listeners. Because I did Maya last week.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to bring her back. Maya Angelou, for real, like Oprah was at her house, and she said she was always in tune to words around her. So if she heard someone, this was the example Oprah used, if she heard someone making a homophobic joke, she would give them a choice to either leave or to stop the story. Or stop the joke in mid-sentence. Can you imagine hearing that from her? That'd be frightening.
That's incredible.
Right? I loved hearing that.
She'd give them the choice to either leave immediately or eat her pussy.
Yeah. And
Was
that's
she
got to be
married?
some pussy. I don't know.
Oh, that
God.
thing must have been powerful.
Seriously, that
thing.
It
My
doesn't-
pussy.
It doesn't need batteries. Get away from it.
My pussy is strong. My pussy supports all black women around this country.
Miss,
My pussy has life. Trees have life.
that's Miss Pussy to you.
Supposedly someone assisted.
I heard that.
Oh, I told you the photo shoot thing?
Yeah.
She called her, Maya, would you like a Diet Coke?
That's Miss Angelou.
And it's Diet Pepsi, not Diet Coke.
And it's Fanta. Orange.
And it's Fresca or Tab.
Where? You ever notice, like,
A Yoo-hoo.
in Mexico? I had a Yoo-hoo this week.
You told me. I spoke to you after the Yoo-hoo. Yoo-hoo's pretty bad, Frank.
I haven't had a Yoo-hoo since the 80s.
Did you enjoy it?
So much.
Really? That's so not my thing. I mean, I get why you like it, but it's so not.
Alex
do,
likes
Alex?
Yoo-hoo. It's so good.
Do you drink them, Alex?
They really are good.
Is it just chocolate milk? I don't even remember them.
No, it's like water with brown number 73 and, I don't know, malt flavoring. And
What's your favorite drink? Like favorite? I mean, mine's soda, but I don't drink it. But I could drink
Pepsi?
soda 24 hours a day.
I love Pepsi.
Yeah, me too.
Coke from the
Yeah,
glass
Coke
bottle.
from the glass
Mine
bottle.
would be
I get it. I
Pepsi,
like glass
yeah.
bottle.
Yeah.
But I
like it with
the,
ice.
I like the can more because it hurts my throat more.
When it's
I want
really
it to
cold.
really hurt me. Like I want to feel like I'm dying
You're not
of
supposed to
cancer.
swallow the can.
No, I mean,
What do you
the
mean?
judgmental cake.
You're not supposed to deep throat the can.
I didn't say that I deep-throated the can. I don't deep-throat anything except softball bats.
But first.
But, go Hillary.
Let's
but,
have lesbian talk. Ready?
all right.
What's your favorite fucking drink?
Probably, V8.
Oh, V8's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but it's vegetables and it's fresh.
Yeah, but all that fucking salt and shit makes my face bloat.
No, I mean, I don't care what I look like. I don't care if my face bloats or my feet or anything, because I can look however I want, because I'm a lesbian. But I do enjoy V8 because it's veggies, and I also enjoy when I'm feeling really, like at like a protest. If I'm at a protest, I'll drink a lot of cranberry juice because it makes me feel powerful.
You still with that girl who plays the ukulele?
No, she died. I didn't mean to say that. She's dead now. She's my third partner that's died.
Partner.
My partner.
Do you remember hearing partner for the first time? Me and my partner went to Bloomingdale's together. I heard partner for the first time in the 90s. I thought it was the funniest word.
Yeah, I think it is too. Of course, because of like a law firm.
Partner.
This is my partner. Are you lawyers? No. We're lesbians. Oh. Okay.
My partner and I were offended by the male comedian. We were offended. My partner and I were offended.
By the male comedian.
Chad.
That's crazy.
We were offended. I have to say, though, lately for like the last year, I've been loving gay audiences, men. Because I used to have trouble performing with gay audiences.
Yeah, that's really shifted for you.
Oh, my God, it's so shifted.
You hated it.
I hated it. Because it was also like me being defensive.
Right. It's
At
very
first,
well.
too.
I feel like that sometimes. I feel like that with any group that's like, I don't know how to put this without saying it like this, like the same, meaning gay women,
Yeah.
Jewish. Like if everyone is the same, it's not diverse. It's not all different kinds of people. It is definitely a little harder sometimes.
Right.
And you have to play to that group. And with gay male comics, we've talked about this on the podcast, but I see it all the time. What Frank's saying, it's they sexualize you.
Oh, boy.
I mean, gay women don't do that.
Sometimes it can be hard to dig it. Like, I remember it was a gig that you couldn't do for our vacations.
Yes, I remember that.
It was so cute. It was in a summer camp, but it was well into October. Like, they rented the space.
Right.
It was so cute.
Yeah, that place is great.
I hadn't even gotten to the microphone.
Club Getaway is
Club
what it's
Getaway.
called.
Club, get away from me. Club, get away from me.
Club Getaway from me. I have crabs.
Crabs. Do you remember when you had crabs? Oh, you've told that story already.
Yeah.
I never told my crab
it's
story.
a lot of. I mean, I was 14 and I didn't do anything to get them. I sat on my sister's bed.
You were asking for
anyone
it.
knows.
You were asking for it when you sat on that bed.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't even gotten to the microphone at Club Campers, and someone went, "Nice package." Like, that's
It's
what I walked up to. Nice package.
Can't take it.
And then turned his head and like stared at like the side wall for the majority of the show. Would just like turn around to comment every now and then. But the thing is, like, we can't, as comics, let the one person out of the other 300 who are looking
Right.
be the barometer.
It's true, but it's very hard.
It's hard. It's hard in the moment.
Even
than
with
on stage,
one
I
person,
know.
it's really hard.
Yeah, they can change the energy in the room if they're right in front
Of
and loud.
course, so.
Right.
And if they're talking or
Right.
saying anything, forget it.
Right. Wait, what did you say? Oh, crabs. Isn't that funny? We both got crabs innocently.
Yeah, I didn't do anything. To
I
get
didn't either.
crabs.
I was at a costume fitting. I hadn't even had any sexual contact.
Wow.
The local college was doing Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, as a Melvin P. Thorpe singer, they made us wear these skin-tight white jumpsuits.
Oh.
And to fit us, they put on I remember them in my head, this pair of, I don't know what I was thinking in letting them do this. I had to put on a pair of gray tights that obviously everyone had been putting on.
Right, you have
they
to be
could
careful
pin
with that
them-
stuff.
They would pin the fabric around it.
Yep.
I remember what they looked like. Mm-hmm. And that had to be it. My mother took me to the doctor. I didn't know it was
How
wrong.
old were you?
Oh, God, 15?
Yeah, I do. I was 14.
Oh,
so
my
funny.
God. They showed it to me under a microscope. Oh. I had to wear lotion from my neck
God,
down.
did you eat them after? I did.
Well, I made a brine with the apple cider vinegar, the rosemary, the sage. I soaked them with a little chicken stock for about 3 days, and I sauteed them. They were fantastic.
I took them out and had all my friends come over, and we all cracked them open and had a wonderful
Isn't that beautiful?
feast.
Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful.
You get a little water crackers, some Ritz crabs. It is the most, because it's medieval. It's like from hundreds of thousands of years ago.
I'm starving all of a sudden. I'm sorry, but I'm starving and I'm horny.
You like
I'm going to
so
go fuck
horny.
a cake.
A cake? I think you said a king.
No, a cake, not a
I've been
king
so
for
horny
sure.
lately. So
Yeah.
horny.
Well, have you masturbated?
No.
Why?
I don't know. Like I used to have to do it multiple times a day.
Isn't that amazing? It's
Now
the
I don't have-
medication.
it's the medicine.
Yeah. I love when you say medicine. Like
It's the medicine. I talk to audience members about it. Like I know who's not on it.
the only time I do is to take a nap. I'm very honest about that. It's the only way I can nap, which is daily.
I remember that.
No, I don't do it daily.
I used to
don't,
do
but
that to
but it
nap.
helps me nap. It
I used
really
to do
does.
it to fall asleep. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I just go up to the kitchen table and just, rub against the corner, and then I go right to bed.
No, because with men it's messy and God, the dog is there. What am I? The dog, like I know it knows.
That's probably why he's licking your mouth. You got to stop putting it in your mouth after.
You gotta stop giving blowjobs on the 495, motherfucker. That dog knows you killing it.
That dog like, oh shit, he made up with that guy again.
Oh shit!
Fuck the dog bone. I'm gonna get semen.
There's that trucker from Delaware back in town, motherfucker. I'm gonna get me some of that pumpkin pie.
Trucker from Delaware. Do we have any
We do.
emails?
We do. I have to go back to this. Where the fuck is it?
Just read one that's like 4 pages long.
Wait, I'm looking. I have to. I promised I would read this.
And thank you for doing that, by the way, Frank.
Mortuary butt plugs. Oh, who sent this? Was that Teresa? Teresa, thank you for the picture of mortuary butt plugs.
Oh, right. I saw that. It's great.
And where's the one? A special secret shout out. I know it's a do not read. I'm not going to read it, but a shout out to Renee. Thank you for that sweet letter. Okay, so I wanted to read this a couple of times ago, but we couldn't get to it. This is from Brian. Hey guys, a cosmetic comedy. Hey guys, my partner Corey and I have listened to your podcast since you started, and we look forward to every new episode. Just had to tell you that you hit the nail on the head when you were talking about cosmetic comedy. When I'm in the mood for a comedy, my first choice is to watch a comedian rather than a movie. We purchase Showtime once a year to watch the current season of Shameless. I've spent some time watching comedy special in the last few months. The first one I watched was blank, blank, blank. Okay, I can't say the name, obviously. I have to admit I chose that one because in the description pictures, he looked pretty hot. He was absolutely awful. I couldn't get through 20 minutes of it. The whole time I was wondering, how did this Yahoo get a Showtime special? I know life ain't fair, but your talent far exceeds what I witnessed that night. We've always thought Frank was a hottie, and Jessica, you're pretty sexy yourself. It's just a matter of time before Showtime notices. Please, see, I got shaky and I clicked off the letter. Please keep up the good work and thanks for making us laugh. Big hugs, Brian and Corey, Denver, Colorado.
That's very sweet.
That's sweet.
Yeah, unfortunately, and thank you so much for your letter and, for saying that I could switch you. Honestly,
You're the cutest couple.
Really?
Yeah.
This is the thing. A lot of it is cosmetic now. A lot of it is what you look like. And it's tough. It's not who's funniest, and it is what it is. You got to look good. Listen, it's part of why I'm trying to work on looking better.
Right.
It's going to make a difference. It just does. It really does.
There are so many variables that go into it. It's cosmetic. Mm-hmm. It's type. My God, is it type? It's a different age. It's a different era where I feel like other things take precedent or priority. Mm-hmm. Does that make sense?
And the part is it's not going to change.
Right.
So either, like, I look at it like either go with it and try to do something, or just stay resentful and
or stay home.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, just give up.
Right. Play the guitar and make videos on Instagram and cook.
I'm impressed with your guitar playing.
Are you? Thank you.
Of course. It's great. I always wanted to play.
It's fun. I can teach you.
I love it. I really always wanted to be a piano player. Piano.
You got to tickle the keys on the piano for everyone today.
I just want to tickle an instrument. That's why. And I love Ivory. I'm a very big fan of Ivory. Except don't kill those elephants.
get the ivory from Africa. I'm against that fully. But I love...
where are you supposed to get the onyx from?
I don't know, but I don't believe in killing animals, except for all the animals I eat. That's the only ones I'm okay with. Chicken, lamb, duck, tuna,
Duck.
sturgeon.
I kill them myself. I pick up the duck by the neck and
Yes.
I snap it, and if it's still living, I just bite into it with my teeth. And then
Well,
shake
I
it
don't
before
have
I
teeth,
kill
so
it.
how would I finish if it...
Well, if you have to gum it.
What does that mean?
Gum it means trying to snap its neck without teeth.
I can't.
If you have,
I don't have gums. I don't even have a mouth.
then you just
I'm talking out of my anus.
then you just put the duck's head into your anus
All
until
right.
it asphyxiates.
What if it gets stuck and you just see the body with the web feet
And
hanging
you
out?
bear down like you're having a bowel movement.
Yes.
And then when you feel relieved, the duck has been released.
I could always go to a powerful toilet and flush 3 times.
You mean you mean in hopes that the duck gets sucked out.
Yes. Like a cruise ship.
You know, duck sucking is
Yes.
actually something that used to be very, very common
Where?
when I was a child. On the Lower East Side of Manhattan.
Yes.
Very different from today. You
Yes.
would put a duck in your anus.
Yes.
And then there was a delicatessen called Myers.
Yes.
And they were known for having very, very powerful toilets and very good corned beef.
Oh, I should
But you
go
wouldn't
there.
go for the corned beef.
Is it still
Oh, it's
open?
long gone.
Oh.
But you would go in and say the password was quack. And you would go into the bathroom and it would suck the duck out of your rectum.
I heard about this on
Really?
PBS.
It was in 1932.
Didn't it sound like...
Well, if it was prematurely sucked,
Yes.
it sounded like that. Yes.
All right.
And it was nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I sure.
Traumatizing.
Sure.
But then the
Sure.
deli would take the
Sure.
duck and they would make a pate or a rillette. So the duck was...
What's
it
a
was-
roulette? I love roulette. I always play 14.
I never aim it at my head, though.
What, roulette?
Rillette.
What is that?
Thank you for listening.
You're welcome. I'll see you on Tuesday.
All right, very good. Write to us at HeyFatPig at Hotmail, Yahoo, AOL,
Gmail. It's Gmail, motherfucker.
all right.
Write to us at heyfatpig@gmail motherfucker. Words are pejoratives.com.
Instagram, HeyFatPig at Instagram.com.
Twitter.
Twitter. Mm-hmm. You can
Go
read
on
us.
iTunes.
It's all-
Please spread the word.
Yeah, iTunes, HeyFatPig.
And spread the word about Showbiz Studios. Check out all their other shows. He's amazing. Alex is great.
Alex Brazil.
He has no... He just said, screw it. He has no pants on right now, which makes me feel unsafe. But it's fine.
But it keeps me happy.
Yeah.
He does it for me. Thank you for listening.
Love you guys.